Joining us via Skype, Brad Wilson, founder and CEO of bradsdeals.com, the largest editorial-driven deal site in the world. So, Brad, last Monday, what we're understanding now, the heaviest online spending day in history, over $2 billion in sales. Why are so many turning to online shopping as opposed to traditional retail?
Well, JD, Miranda, nice to be on with you. You touched on the convenience aspect. I'm not sure anyone ever really liked going out in the cold, standing in a parking lot in a line at 3 or 4 in the morning on Friday. So that's certainly a big part of it. But the other part is that the pricing has just always been better online. The business models are a little lighter. In a lot of cases, in a lot of stores, there's still not sales tax on online purchases. Online coupon codes have always been much easier to find and use and keep track of than the, clipping coupons out of the newspaper like your grandmother. And put that all together, and it's sort of starting from a better place. And then the online stores are trying to be competitive with Black Friday. They're trying to steal the thunder a little bit, and it's just become a really good day to shop.
Brad, are you surprised at all with all the security breaches that we've had over the last year that so many people would continue to go online for Cyber Monday?
We've actually seen more, believe it or not, offline in the last 12 months. So I think that if anything, people are realizing that there's not anything that much worse about shopping online. There's obviously identity theft and credit card issues sort of all around, and it's something that we always want to be vigilant against and be a smart consumer with. But the biggest breaches have almost universally been in stores. So if you're acting from a point of concern, I would actually encourage you to shop online, because it seems like there's more issues at the point of sale with swiping cards at this point.
So, Brad, let's get your take on this. Obviously, Cyber Monday is big in your industry, and there you are with Brad's Deals right there. Has this year gone as you expected, whether it's the brick and mortar retail or what's happened online? Has this new period of holiday shopping been what you expected? Has it exceeded expectations? Your take on what's happened over the past few days.
Sure. So it's certainly different, and I'll explain why. But it's also, it continues to grow. I mean, it's quite a bit more significant. Quite a bit more growth than year over year, probably as expected. But the big difference is, you mentioned the time frame, how everything is shifted. I mean, even Black Friday itself, most of the best deals in stores were in fact on Thursday evening. So it's no surprise that we saw a lot of growth online on Thursday as well. The other trend that we witnessed was to see a lot of deals break earlier in the week. So there were a lot of very compelling deals Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week. It's no surprise to see that. This Monday and continue into this week. I guess the biggest trend overall is that it's less about one specific day, Friday for in stores or Monday for online. And it's really about this broader Thanksgiving weekend period being full of great deals.
So, Brad, with that
in which specific day it is.
So, Brad, with that in mind, the holiday season isn't over. There are a lot of procrastinators out there. So are all the best deals done, or do we still have a few more weeks to play with?
Far from it. There's great deals every day. There's just days where there's more. But this time of year, there's so many things that pop up on a daily basis, and that's why it's so fun for us.
Give us the scoop, Brad. Give us the scoop. Come on.
Sure. So there's great deals today. For example, there's literally a 25% off coupon code for Macy's.com that can be combined with items that are already on sale. So you're talking about things like North Face jackets and KitchenAid mixers and Michael Kors handbags that are 50, 60, 70% off when you're taking something that's already marked down and entering a code that gets you 25% more off. So no, I mean, it's a really nice time to shop. I actually think in a week or two, when it's a little more the height of the traditional, Christmas shopping season, it probably won't be quite as compelling. I think the stores are still trying to get ahead of that a bit. The time when the average consumer by default is shopping is when the prices tend to jump up a little bit.
About a minute and a half remains. I'm just wondering, looks like all these date-specific things are going to go by the boards, right? Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Do you think we're going to end up, at least in terms of online shopping, with the entire month like D-Cyber instead of December? By the way, if you use that, I'd like a royalty, please.
Yeah, JD. How about that?
There you
JD
go.
Cyber.
That's it. JD,
Well, Cyber Monday itself was an invention, so maybe you've created the second one.
Mary's hoping so.
That's right. So, I certainly, I think longer term, retail goes more into de-cyber or perhaps just cyber retail overall. For some of the points that I mentioned earlier, it's certainly where we're seeing the growth. I mean, there's a lot, online shopping is growing double digits, whereas offline is not really growing all that much at all. So I think you're probably more right than anything else with that.
Well, Brad, we know it's busy for you every day. Great idea with Brad's deals, and as we mentioned before we were on the air, for purposes of full disclosure, my partner here, Miranda Kahn, is somebody who's got your app. She gets your email. It's bradsdeals.com, right, pal?
That's right. Thanks for having me on.
You bet.
Always fun.
Thank you very much. Good to have Brad Wilson with his take on shopping. So I ask you, do you still go out retail? Are you one of these cyber shoppers? Why don't you tweet me your answer at Newsmax TV, hashtag America's Forum. Of course, you're using Twitter. You're probably all into the internet, cyber shopper. At any rate, we'll be right back following this Newsmax Now update.